President Joe Biden announced he will pardon those who have been federally charged with having marijuana. But what could happen in Missouri if marijuana is recreational next month? We'll tell you what a local prosecutor told us. And it's the 7th week of high school football. We'll have live coverage from Battle High School at our Game of the Week.
And I'm tracking cold temperatures overnight, likely going to see frost heading into the morning of the hour-by-hour forecast.
ABC 17 News at 6 on KMIZ starts now.
In almost a month, Missourians will have the chance to vote on legalizing recreational use of marijuana. Thanks so much for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Marissa Hollowed. My co-anchor Lucas Geisler has the night off. ABC 17's Kennedy Miller is live in studio with us tonight. Kennedy, if recreational use of the drug is passed, all nonviolent marijuana convictions will be expunged in the state.
Marissa, today I spoke to co-prosecuting attorney Locke Thompson, who told me how this impact will help those with prior convictions.
For several months, we've talked about the possibility of recreational marijuana being legal here in Missouri. The ballot racked success after receiving enough signatures back in August, and now it's time for Missourians to vote on legalizing the drug in November. If it's passed, prosecuting attorney Locke Thompson tells me a dismissal would most likely come pretty quick for people with pending charges, but it could take a little longer for an expungement.
It would give people the ability to get the charge expunged if it's already on their record. However, that's still a process. There's litigation that needs to be done on that. And so I guess it would depend on how much a prosecutor's office really wanted to fight that.
David Redzi, the store manager for Hippo's Marijuana Dispensary in Springfield, tells me he currently knows a few people working at Hippo's who have misdemeanor marijuana charges, and he believes recreational legalization and expungement is a step in the right direction.
I definitely think that it'll change the outlook on it from a community standpoint. People won't be viewing people who had those pre-existing charges as criminals any longer. So the stigma is definitely going to be broken.
And although getting a second chance will be rewarding for many, Thompson tells me expunging charges could create more work for courts and prosecutors.
Would anticipate we're going to see courthouses getting inundated with requests for or filings for an expungement of an old marijuana charge.
And if passed, thousands of Missourians who were previously charged with the possession of marijuana will be impacted.
Kennedy, thank you. And all charges will stick for Missourians who've been charged with driving under the influence of marijuana or people who have been charged with possessing more than 3 pounds of marijuana. There is less than 1 hour until kickoff for week 7, that is. I can't believe we're already there. Of Sports Zone Football Friday. Anybody heading to a game tonight should bring a jacket or blanket with them. It's going to get chilly. ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Jessica Hafner and Sports Director Natalie Jones are live at our Game of the Week tonight. Jess, Natalie, anybody headed out tonight, they got to think about bundling up.
Well, I'd say so. I think it's hot chocolate weather, but Jess, you just put it out. An ice truck just behind us. A snow cone.
Snow cones are on the other side of our camera right now.
I think it's a bit chilly for snow cones.
Yeah, like Marissa just said, you need a blanket, probably some hot chocolate. I'm getting kind of chilly out here. The hands are cold.
I need a bigger jacket.
You know, this is high school football weather.
Yes,
it's finally feeling nice, but it's going to get even colder tonight. Well above freezing right now, but we have a frost advisory in effect for most of mid-Missouri, and for areas north of Highway 24, a freeze warning, and that means you need to bring in any sensitive plants or cover up anything in your garden that you don't want to lose overnight, as temperatures are going to be dropping quickly. Here's what to expect temperature-wise. Off to the north, I'm expecting temperatures to drop down to about 30 to 33, and that's anywhere from about Moberly north, and then from Columbia to Jefferson City and Fulton around 33 to 35, dropping down to the mid to upper 30s near the Lake of the Ozarks. So frost expected for all of us. Temperatures now dropping down into the 50s in Columbia. We have clearer skies. We started off with some cloud cover today, but that clear sky allowing those temperatures to really plummet tonight. For the rest of this evening, we are out here at Battle High School for Sports Zone Football Friday. The kickoff temperature in less than an hour, around 54. We'll be dropping down into the upper 40s for the rest of the night. Heading out to Roots and Blues tomorrow at Stevens Lake Park is going to be beautiful. We'll see temperatures in the lower 60s tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. And another big event this weekend, we have the Hartsburg Pumpkin Festival. Both days of the weekend looking really nice for that. So I'll be tracking the chances for some rain for next week in my next forecast.
We love a good crosstown matchup on a chilly Friday night. This matchup between Battle and Rockbridge is actually the second to last crosstown CPS matchup of the season. The big one, of course, coming next week in the Providence Bowl, Hickman and Rockbridge. But for now, let's focus on this week. The Bruins are rolling into this matchup on a 5-game win streak. Just one loss in the whole season in week 1. And ever since then, it's been rolling all Bruins. Head coach Matt Perkins' group will look to remain undefeated in the CMAC Conference tonight against Battle. The Spartans are fresh off of a win over fellow conference opponent Smith Cotton just last week. That win was the most points Battle has put up all season long to put head coach Jonah Dubinsky's group at 2-4 on the season. It may look like the Bruins have all the, quote, momentum rolling into this one, but Dubinsky says he doesn't subscribe to momentum for his football team.
I really try to not get drawn into it. I think back to my time as a player. My junior year of high school, when I played at Rockbridge High School. We started the season, I believe, 3-0, dropped number 4, won number 5, and then lost 4 straight. We went on to go play in the state championship.
I know our kids are really excited about the opportunity to, finish the CMAC out undefeated. That all starts right here with Battle. We haven't really thought much ahead with Hickman. That game, whenever that gets here, that'll be a fun week as well.
I'm going to have more from our game of the week coming up in just a little bit during sports, so stick around for that. But for now, reporting live from Battle High School, Natalie Jones, ABC 17 Sports.
All right, Natalie, thank you. Hurricane Ian hit the coast of Florida 1 week ago, and crews are still searching for victims. Missouri Task Force 1 was deployed last week and has been working in Fort Myers Beach since. There are 47 people deployed with the team, along with 4 dogs. The group searched at least 600 buildings and more than 350 cars on Tuesday and Wednesday alone. Task Force members said they've seen destroyed homes, boats in structures, some buildings without first floors. Randy Sanders, a member of Missouri Task Force 1, said they have to be careful because of just the amount of debris.
Getting in and out of there and making sure that our teams stay safe and don't get hurt, along with our canine people and our dogs. It's very difficult. It's a slow process, and this is a big island, and they need a lot of help.
Main members of the task force are expected to spend several more days in Florida. Well, if your business has been affected by the recent drought, you're eligible to apply for federal disaster loans. These loans are meant to help with any financial losses you experienced because of the drought in Boone, Cooper, Howard, and Montauk counties. Businesses that are eligible for the loan include non-farms, agriculture cooperatives, aquaculture, and private nonprofits. The loan is up to $2 million to help with business expenses that could have been paid for if it weren't for the drought. The deadline to apply is June 2023. You can apply online at disasterloanassistance.sba.gov.
Still to come on ABC 17 News at 6, where the news comes first.
A new center opened today